Okay, this video is for my shed wars, and I'm going to explain why I grow in beds. You notice I don't have anything outside of the beds growing. I do have a few things, but for the most part, everything I grow, especially vegetables, are in beds. Now, fruit trees and bushes are in the ground, normal ground, but the vegetables and stuff are all in beds. So, let me show you why I grow in beds. Okay, this is my chicken run. The thing about chickens is they remove all your foliage, and you can see I have no foliage. My foliage is gone, but this is my ground. I live next to a river, and basically this is river bottom. River bottom is traditionally a highly nutritive type soil, but there are so many rocks here that if I removed all the rocks, my dirt would probably be a foot lower, and quite frankly, I don't think I can get all the rocks out. So this is basically why I grow in beds. And hang on, there's a little more I want to show you. So anyhow, I'm sure you can see that all them little rocks in the chicken pen are nothing. I got all these big rocks over here. I got piles of big rocks here. And this is, you know, I try to collect them all as I take them out of the ground. But this is why I grow in beds. However, I don't do, and you might have noticed that I don't do a really deep bed. This is my bed depth. That's my hand. And actually, this is down that much. What I'm doing is I am creating a soil that is about 3 inches thick, and this is enough that my seeds can get a grip. I mean, they can start to grow and start to get their roots going. Sorry about that, something keeps grabbing the tail into my tripod there. But you see the little plants there, these here will grow, these will root, and the roots will get in there pretty good size, and then when they get bigger, they'll go through the cardboard and into the main ground, and they will grow. I don't know if you've ever grown like this here, Swiss char, but it'll have a root that'll be, you know, long, you know, a foot long. And this ground is only 3 inches deep. And so what it's doing is it's allowing the seed to get up its strength and then to plunge through the cardboard and into the ground and go around the rocks and find good soil and give you good plants. I do have some problems with it. These onions should have been out a month ago. You can see they're just getting started. Why? I suspect it's because the roots could never get a good grip. They were just barely staying alive. Now suddenly they're taking off. But all of my plants, I mean, they all get down in there eventually, and I generally have a pretty nice garden here. I just pulled this cauliflower today, cut it off, and you can see too the roots will flatten some too, but that just makes it, you know, so that the water gets to them easier here. The only problem being a dry climate here, it means I have to water every day, unless we get enough rain, which is very seldom. So anyhow, if you've got this kind of soil and you're wondering how you could ever grow in something like that, this is how you do it. It's worked really good for me, and I'm very pleased with how well it's done. And you can see I generally have a pretty good garden. I have other issues, hailstorms and cooler weather, and if you're part of the, I don't know, I guess anything from the Texas line north, you know, we have a big chance for freeze coming in early next week, like a month early for us. But other than that kind of stuff, this kind of growing of beds has been very effective for me. Now what I'll do next year, you see the amount of grass in here. What I'll do next year is I'll do this. This bed here will next year be tomatoes. And I'll do the black plastic over it, put the holes in it, and I'll grow about, I don't know, a dozen tomato plants in there. And I won't have any weeds. This bed that the tomatoes are in this year was really thick in grass last year. And yet that black plastic just kills it all off and works great. And you can see the tomatoes. I mean, they're 5-6 feet tall. So anyhow, that's my Shed Wars video for the first weekend of September, actually Labor Day weekend. I hope you all enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I hope you come back and watch my next video. And as always, may God bless you in all that you do. Bye-bye.